Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Fallout London, where last time we did some entirely morally justified murder. And today, okay, I'm gonna be honest, today the murder might be a bit less justified. Because, you see, we're back with the Vagabonds, doing a mission called Revenge Thy Name is Fury, which features a person hanging from a tree. We were told that yes, the murder we need to do for this mission needs to be very public and very much sending a message, so okay, I think things might be about to get a bit dark. Still, for the time being, Winston, fill me in on target number 1.
Lockheed has a mistress he goes see down Millwall. Young bink called Meg. Well, young Meg has got herself hooked on some bad chems lately, and if she don't do what she's told, she ain't gonna get her next dope delivery. So, all you gotta do is go down to the house, get the place secure, then I'll come along and we'll put Lockheed through his misery.
Hang about. You ain't doing shit, Winston. This is a dangerous mission, and I'm not having you go into enemy territory.
So what? You're not the only one after revenge. I got my rights. That shithead killed my family, and I'll be damned if I don't have my own fury on him. And I want it proper old school too. I want every drop of blood from him.
Easy now. You know my old man put a stop to that sort of thing.
Yeah? Well, Gabriel's dead now, isn't he?
You watch your fucking tongue or I'll have it out. I gave an order. You will obey it. No questions. And no backchat like that unless you want to meet your wife again. You get all that, Wayfarer? Now on to your next target.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I was kind of assuming that Gaunt was the problem here, and Chill Winston was, as the name implies, a bit more chill. But possibly, yes, this entire gang may be a bit of an issue. Anyway, Mr. Bullettooth, what have you got for me?
Alright, Sunshine. Let's talk Sinclair. She's based in a metalworks factory up north. I made some connections. Finally found someone that hates her more than they fears her. Go around the back of the factory, speak to a girl named Lexi. She'll let you in. There'll be some guards, and word is Sinclair has a big dog or something there, but not much security otherwise. Most workers are slaves. They'll run the first chance they get. Sinclair herself ain't to be trifled with. Try to get the jump on her, or things might get ugly. Once you've done with her, chuck the body in the furnace. She don't deserve a trace of her left.
Hold up. I thought I told you I want the bodies out on display.
But she's a monster, boss. I don't want to see her martyred. She should be erased and forgotten.
And I say her bloody corpse should be strung up for all to see. Black should get the message that we're the ones to be feared now.
That ain't right to me, boss.
I'm not keeping you for your fucking ethical consideration, Anthony. Just do what I say.
As you say, boss.
Too right. Now, finally, Johnny.
Okay, by the sounds of it, yes, once again, we might have the opportunity to choose whether we're backing Gaunt's approach or following his lieutenant, so worth keeping in mind when it comes to it. Anyway, Johnny, my friends.
So, you want to hear about Peter the Fence?
I most certainly flipping do.
Peter regularly meets with some gentry contacts at a Westminster joint called the Ennead. It's a fancy place. And Peter has his own back room for private dealings. Well, I pulled a favour with the staff to get you in. Just so long as you have no weapons on you.
What do you mean? How's our butcher here going to do their work without weapons?
Well, thing is, I've been thinking, and Peter ain't a bad sort, really. Maybe we could just scare him off, like. Send the muscle here to take his ledger and spook him out of town. Scare his contacts off too. We'll do just as much damage to the Syndicate.
Have you gone soft in the shrapnel, Johnny? Peter is the enemy. No matter what sort he is, I want him dead.
But we used to be mates, like. He ain't no killer like the others. He's got a bit greedy, that's all.
You're a weak piece of shit, Johnny. Listen, Wayfarer. Just get into this joint whatever way you can, and snuff the fucking lot. I want you to bring back that ledger covered in blood. You hear?
But it...
No more lip from anyone. You got your orders. Get to business.
Right, ignore Gaunt's orders, continue undermining him, replace him as boss of the gang, and also maybe keep an eye on, you know, Winston. Because he was going a bit off the deep end there as well. Also, Gaunt was previously saying something about, yes, me wearing the uniform. So everyone knew it was the Vagabonds doing this, but, no one's, like, given me a uniform, or mentioned that since. I'm pretty sure all he ever did give me was, a hat. Do I even still have that hat? Okay, I do as well, so fine. You know what? I'm gonna wear this cap and no problem. I don't love it though, especially when the alternative is, you know, very literally a crown. Still, let's get down to business. So, target number 1, the flat belonging to Lockheed's mistress, and, okay. It is in the Isle of Dogs, which could be a bit of a problem, but it's also very nearby to, yeah, the location we went to previously and met up with, what's-her-face, Captain Innuendo. We know that bit's pretty quiet and there were no patrols around there, so if we're lucky, we might be able to sneak in without any trouble. So, back in the Isle of Dogs, say hello to Valentina as we pass by, obviously. And okay, the target is just over the road. I'm not seeing any sign of trouble. So, okay. Just mosey in here, and Meg. Right, we're not going to a location, we're going to a person. The question is, have you been, like, pre-blackmailed by Winston, or is that my job right now? And okay, it would appear she's been pre-blackmailed, because I could just mention that Winston sent me.
Oh, yeah, you look right. Come in.
So, alright, go to Lockheed's mistress's flat, deal with John Lockheed, so presumably he's already inside. So in which case, just to get out, yes, a Scaramanga would do the job beautifully, actually.
Who is it?
Oh, it's just the dealer, sweetie.
Fucking chems again. Just hurry it up.
Right, I'm out. Just don't make too much mess. And tell Chill he fucking owes me.
Right. So I've now got access to this guy. The people are here and not going to kick up a fuss. Though, okay, Noah said what I wanted to do was ignore all of Gaunt's instructions. But Gaunt basically just said, you know, kill him. And then Winston said, no, do a bit of torture and whatnot. Not sure I want to do a bit of torture and whatnot. That's a bit on the unpleasant side. So maybe we'll just, like, you know, do a quick bit of murder. No trouble at all. Anyway, guns out. Everything's gonna be fine. Still, we've got the chappie. Nothing to stop me just popping him in the head right now, but go on then. Let's have a chat with him. Because up to this point, yes, we've barely even spoken to anyone in the Dogs, and I'm increasingly concerned that, yes, given I don't entirely trust Gaunt, there's a possibility the Dogs might come across as fairly reasonable if I were to ever bother chatting with them.
What the fuck? Who are you?
So, hello there, my name's Arya. Sebastian Gaunt sends his regards.
Wait, hold up. Please, don't hurt me. I'll make a deal. You can have whatever you want.
What a snivelling little cunt you are, Lockheed.
Who's that? Winston? Oh, fuck.
What a bleeding pleasure it is to see you too.
Okay, I'm enjoying the camera that's just being shoved along by Winston there. That's magnificent. So, okay. Gaunt said not to come. You've decided to come anyway, and, I mean, given you're here, he's still trying to get in the door. I think the camera's, like, blocking him getting in or something. I'm going to say I should just step back and let Winston do what he wants to do, and not get involved in any capacity.
I don't care what Gaunt says. I'm owed this. This snivelling cunt stain took everything from me. Gaunt ain't the only one that wants bloody revenge. You listening, Lockheed? After the years of pain you've caused me, it's time to settle the fucking score.
Please, no. Just kill me. I've heard the shit you vagabonds do. Just kill me now.
Shut it, you twat. You don't know shit about what's coming your way.
Okay, from what he's saying there, yes, the Vagabonds are sounding worse and worse. Possibly Gaunt's dad did put a stop to it at some point, but in the fairly recent past, potentially, the Vagabonds were known as particularly unpleasant torturers. And some of them, like Winston here, would like that to keep being the case. It's possible I'm not on the good guy's side right now. I'm also really not sure what I want to do about this because, you know, instinctively I want to say, hey, don't torture that guy. But also I want to undermine Gaunt. So, I'm going to try and de-escalate this, at least a little bit, and see how that goes.
You fucking serious? You are, aren't you? You boot-looking little shit. Fine, I'm going. But I won't forget this.
Please, just make this quick.
Okay. So we turn down Chill Winston and, oh dear. When it comes to displacing Gaunt, that might have consequences. But then again, not 100% sure. Right, me and you, Chill Winston, we're not gonna be friends. Right, one shot in the head, because I'm nice like that. Down Mr. Lockheed goes. Lovely. Do enjoy a bit of a ragdoll flailing. So, okay, grab all of his bits and pieces. Marvellous. And yes, if Winston's now going to be potentially not on my side, that makes it doubly important that we back up the other two, Bullet Tooth and Johnny Shrapnel. Which is probably fine, because they wanted me to be more chill, rather than engaging in torture, so I'm okay with that. Still, step the next, we're going up to the London Smelters and nearby to Canning Town, just over the water from the Millennium Dome, and there was mention of, yes, a dog. So I'm guessing that's not a dog. I'm guessing she's got, like, you know, a pet tame womble or something. Still, let's just mosey through this nice and quick, because, yeah, this bit of the world, pretty much constant bloody rat storms. So, okay, Lexi, what have you got for me?
Oh, you the butcher, is you? Right, keep your gob down and come over here.
So, alright, by the looks of it, she's going to lead me somewhere. So, Lexi, you were just... There we go, took her a second, but we got there in the end. So, right, I'm assuming she's about to open a locked door or something.
In here. Quiet like. That monster Sinclair is upstairs with her pet. Be fucking careful or she'll feed you to it. I'll let you through this door and then I'm fucking out of here.
Okay, so the pet's definitely a womble. Got it. And there was the implication we should do this, you know, quiet, sneaky, etc, etc. Try and get the drop on her. So, once again, I'm giving her melee weapons a go.
Our little rat has followed the bait. Now it's time to play. You're trapped in the maze now, Ratty. And I'm going to watch you scurry about. Willie!
Okay, I feel like possibly I may have just walked into a flipping trap here. Like, possibly Lexi was in on this. Because Sinclair seemed to spot me very, very quickly. Oh, and suddenly there's a lot, and I do mean a lot of, red on the compass. So, torch off. Something bad's coming this way. Okay, maybe we can salvage this. Anyway, just be ready to jump on them the moment. There we go. We might be able to get a sneak attack on you and... Oh, yeah. One sneak attack on you. No sign of the mysterious dog just yet. Some pups, but... Okay, there's also... Oh! Are you a large glowing corgi? I think that might be a large glowing corgi, which I find deeply delightful. So, okay. Stabbing him, probably a bad idea. Instead, go over to... yeah, whatever's got the most DPS. Probably the bleeding on Mountbatten's McGibber's pretty bloody good. So, okay, he also bites pretty hard. So, maybe on this occasion, as I've kind of burnt all my AP, it's time to, yes, crack out a bit of Hypo Hero or something of that nature. So, honestly, Hero's just fine. So, get that in play. And then we just, excuse me, get out of the way, I'm trying to shoot this dog. So, okay, down it goes Willie, down you go as well. Right, keep on keeping on up to the top here. If we just mosey in this direction. Alright, looks like this is going to be a melee fight. So, your sledgehammer versus my stabby knife, but my knife is faster. I have that on my side, and you're also bleeding. So, right, that's you dead, but remember, we're going to be helping out Anthony. Anthony seems nice and chill, so you, Sinclair, are going in the furnace. She's also got a special jacket with endurance and perception on it, and... okay, if that's Under Armour, I'm willing to consider that. Gosh darn it, it's not. So I'd have to give up all my other legendary pieces, all my armour, all my everything. So, no. If that's the case, that is most definitely not worth it. Right, grab you. This looks sort of... oh, hang on, There's more syndicate pups here. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. I'm just burning your boss for a second. No trouble. So, presumably we just drop you somewhere around here-ish. Though, John, there's blatantly a thing to put her on. So just grab you. Up top you go. So, that's roughly the right spot. Then we just pull the MacLeod. Presumably that makes the platform drop, and then... never mind, it turns out I was right the first time. Just pull her down now. In you go. Probably shut that before Jack falls in by mistake, and there we go. Job done. Oh, and that does remind me, by the way, I never examined the weapon we got out of Mad Jack's mission. And I won't lie, that is actually pretty bloody sexy, but unfortunately, yes. It's kind of an energy weapon, so I need science to get it as good as it can get. And I do not have science, so bit of a shame, but the Queen's Gambit is just as good. I say just as good. Put, like, you know, additional capacitors or whatnot on this thing, and on top of that, add a flipping 20-round drum. Okay, this might be one of the best guns in the game if you could get it working right. Though tragically, as I say, I just don't have the ability to do so. Still, target number 3 brings me to Westminster. Just round the corner from Parliament itself, there we go. The Aeneid. So, well, the sounds of it, yes, this is going to be a very fancy club indeed. And if we're doing this right, we might be able to just scare this guy off without killing him at all. So, here we are just outside, and as we were warned, no weapons, together with, oh dear, no townsfolk, and no poor people. So I'm guessing when I step inside, given this robot doesn't appear to actually exist aside from, there we go, a membership card slidey McGibble, that opens the door there. Yeah, someone's gonna be waiting inside, demanding my weapons, if I don't hand them over, I'm not allowed to go any further.
Welcome to the Aeneid. Are you a member?
Yes, I'm here to meet Peter the Fence. I was told I'd be expected, given, by the sounds of it, the Vagabonds have already laid the groundwork for me.
Ah, I see. A mutual acquaintance did indeed inform me that someone of your, attire would be arriving. But, I was quite assured you would not be bearing any weapons in this establishment. I must insist you remove them before entering.
And that is perfectly a-okay, given I want to talk this guy around anyway. Alternatively, you could just, you know, slip her 200 tickets. I mean, 200 is barely anything. If she'll take it, just for the convenience of not having to redo my hotkeys in a second, I will happily pay that.
Of course, of course. Please do head in right away. You'll find your, acquaintance in room 4 at the back.
Okay, well that was nice and easy. Oh, but here's interesting. The Peter's over there. There's a master locked door here, so okay, I can never resist a master locked door. There's a birthday party going on in here. Okay, well that's just absolutely adorable. As far as I can tell, there's, like, you know, nothing special going on here whatsoever, aside from one hidden special happy birthday party. So, this room was just locked, so the birthday person didn't stumble across it early. Well, that was just bloody delightful. Right, now on to the... no, and not murder. I was about to say murder, but we're not murdering this guy. Anyway, lovely to meet you, Peter. And good news for you, I've been given instructions to get you away nice and safe as long as you agree to never come back. Oh, and that is true. You've got to leave behind the ledger as well. Sorry, I need that too. So give me that, you go, and nobody has to die.
Oh, Johnny. Damn. And if I don't do what he says?
Jess. Unfortunately, Johnny would be very sad to see an old friend die.
Huh. Like that, is it? Well, I suppose I should be glad of the choice. I thought this day would come sometime. Ain't entirely nice what I did on old Johnny, but business is what it is. And I've had a good run of it. I can't complain about being forced into retirement, especially with how things have been turning for the Syndicate lately. You're the one, ain't you? There's been talk of some new blood in the Vagabonds fucking things over for the Syndicate, though you don't look like much. Here, have the ledger. But it won't be no use without a good gabber behind it. Relationships ain't made with bits of paper, and you two. Now that I'm going, fuck you and all you Ponzi gentry twats. I've had enough of snivelling in your shit. Go fuck yourselves.
Right, so that was nice and easy, no speech checks or anything. And away we go with my mission complete.
And you, Vagabond, what do you want?
Oh, though apparently the gentry want to chat too. I'm gonna be honest, Bill, I don't need, anything from you. You could just go too, though, okay. In theory, I might be able to, sign you up as new business partners for the Vagabonds.
A business proposition?
Very forward.
Very stupid. What would we gain from switching allegiance from the Isle of Dogs to a minor gang?
And okay, thanks to the fact I'm respectable, I can win them round, 'cause I'm a well-respected member of the gentry, so I can offer you a relationship of equals, my good fellows. Properly respectful business.
All right, Vagabond. Business is business. We shall be in touch.
Okay, so just to be clear, I was instructed to go out into London and rain down a hellfire on the Syndicate. Murder them very publicly, in a horrific way, so everyone would know to never mess with the Vagabonds again. What I've done instead is, yes, killed one person while making sure he wasn't tortured. Another, we got rid of the body, so no one will ever really know what happened there. And the third has been allowed to leave, and on the way out, I've just done a quick bit of business and opened up a new professional relationship for the Vagabonds, so, I feel like Gaunt's not going to be delighted when I get back, no. Oh, but here's interesting. Back at the pub here, Gaunt's not actually present. Instead, for the first time I can recall in a very long time, he's stepped outside into London somewhere. Okay, for some reason, all of them are just standing outside in the rain. Okay, possibly they just felt like some fresh air today, I don't know.
The butcher is back. Job's all done, I hope.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, Gaunt. The term butcher might be overdoing it a bit. I let one of them go, and the others were taken out very quietly and cleanly. In many ways this was not the revenge rampage you were after, no.
Good. Where's Nelson? He'll have his ear to the ground on what folks are saying. Nelson.
Sebastian?
Old man, I asked you to keep an ear out about Black's lieutenants. What's the word?
Well, interesting stuff afoot to be sure. John Lockheed's been killed over in Millwall. A hit job is the word on things. And a man in vagabond gear was seen hanging around the area that night.
Good. Just what I like to hear. But they can't have been looking that well if they mean our lady butcher here.
Lady?
The Wayfarer, Nelson.
The Wayfarer's a woman?
You didn't know?
Well, never mind. Let's move on. Enforcer Sinclair is an interesting case. A bunch of her goons are dead in a factory over Newham, but her body ain't anywhere to be found. There's a rumour going round that some of her slaves fought back and fed her to her pet. True justice, they're calling it.
Damn it. This fairy tale shit is not what I fucking wanted.
And last but not least is Peter the Fence. News is he's scarpered, fled the city, and with a major chunk of the Syndicate's capital too, by all accounts.
Unbe-fucking-leavable. Some butcher you've turned out to be. Did you get the ledger, at least? Disappointing, don't even begin to cover this. What will people think of us now?
Of course, word on the street don't matter so much as what Black knows. And he knows, I'm sure. He'll see that this were all the Vagabonds' work. Might take him some time to regroup his dogs, but when he hits back, he'll hit back hard. We could be talking total annihilation if we ain't ready.
Spare me the damned apocalypse talk, Nelson. I'll deal with Black. For now, dismissed.
As you will.
You're not a complete Muppet Wayfarer, but you ain't bloody far behind. I tell you to kill Sinclair and make it obvious, and you instead listen to Anthony's stupid sob-story about burning the corpse. And Peter, you let that fucking snake live. Shit like that comes back to bite you. The whole point here was to send a message, and instead you've just caused bloody chaos. But at least those pricks are done with. And maybe not everyone will get the message, but Black will. Let him flounder in the chaos a while. I'm coming for him. You're dismissed. I'll let you know when I need you next.
Alright, Revenge Thy Name is Fury is complete. Gaunt is apparently not yet quite caught up to the fact that I am blatantly undermining and betraying him at every opportunity. And okay. I was about to say, the implication is, hey, we need to go away, do something else, come back later. But instead, we need to go and speak to Yvette.
Got a note came in for you on an urgent delivery.
Alright, step 1, we've got a note. Wayfarer, Nelson Command Centre here. Shift yourself up to my room, got a proper crucial job for ya. Keep it hush, mum's the word. I've stashed my radio on my gaffer for privacy. Once you got your mitts on the radio, tune into the designated frequency for the next moves. Time's ticking, so don't muck about. Got every faith in your skills, can't wait to see you nail this job. It's just good business, Nelson. Then 3 kisses, which is lovely. So okay. Go to Nelson's room. We may do that in just a second. Before we get to that, though... Right, Yvette, thanks for the note.
Huh? Do you feel that?
Okay. Apparently, the wind changed. Possibly literally and also figuratively.
But something more. I feel almost like there's a storm coming. Like something big is about to happen that's going to flip everything over. Something doesn't feel right. I don't like this. I'm going to go scout the perimeter.
Okay. I feel like possibly... yes. Could well be the case that Black's reprisal is coming sooner rather than later. Still, Nelson's note appears to be attached to the same mission, so... sure. Mosey upstairs and let's see what we've got.
Hello?
Hello there, Nelson. Lovely to hear from ya.
Ah, young Plum. Glad to finally hear you. Listen quick. I've had a word that Black is going to flee the city via his personal biplane. He'll take a bit of time to gather his bits. I need you to get down to his personal train and intercept him. Alone.
Okay. So... I'm a tiny bit suspicious here. Why is this order coming from Nelson over the radio just after he disappeared? Like... I'm suspicious. Somebody's trying to lure me away because they know I'm the only person who is in any way competent in this entire gang. Like, they lure me away, then they strike back. And okay, I would like to know why I'm not hearing this from Gaunt.
I don't want him getting hurt. He loses his senses when it comes to Black.
Okay, that does sort of make sense. I mean, that is true. When it comes to Black, Gaunt gets a bit silly. The red mist descends, etc., etc. So, okay. I'm gonna do this, but I feel like, yes, something's about to go wrong. And okay, I'm allowed to talk to Gaunt if I want to, so... do I want to? I'm suspicious that something dodgy is going on here. And honestly, if I just don't talk to Gaunt, and this is a setup, then Gaunt could maybe end up dead, so... I'm gonna speak to Gaunt. Like, you know, bare minimum, see if I can figure out if this is a setup or not.
Oi, Wayfarer. What's this about you getting some urgent message?
And okay, Nelson's been in touch, and don't worry, I've got it sorted, and my mother wrote me a letter. I'm gonna say yes, precisely what's going on, because I'm curious how you're going to respond.
The fuck? I told you before. Black's mine. Give me the details.
Gaunt, I just spoke to Patrol. Syndicate enforcers are coming in on all sides.
Fuck.
Yvette, get everyone ready. I'll take the front. We'll drive these fuckers back and take the fight to Millwall.
It hurts me to say this way further, but Black's all yours. Don't you dare let that coward escape. Here, take these. I can at least provide the bullets that goes through his fucking skull.
Oh, this is definitely a setup. I'm being lured away because I'm your best fighter, so... okay. We're gonna go do this, and if we're lucky, maybe Gaunt will get killed in this confrontation, and I can seize the gang afterwards. Oh, and speak of the devil before we even get going, right. There's definitely a few Syndicate folks just outside, so I just need to blast them away past them, for the simple reason, yeah, I can't fast travel away to the station I'm trying to get to until you guys are dead. Okay, I think the locals are taken care of here. Beautiful. Keep on keeping on. We're going to, yes, a Canning Town, just round the corner from that factory we were just in. Seriously though, this bit of London, not a nice place to hang out for the most part. So, here we go. Let's see what we've got, because I suspect there's about to be some chicanery. Right, step one, we've just got some basic folks floating around here. Nothing we can't deal with nice and easy. And on top of that, we've even got a level up for our trouble. Oh, we go on then. Now we're in the late 40s, all the ultimate perks start unlocking. So, Grim Reapers 3. So okay, get all my AP back, a 35% chance on a kill, that is amazing, and the crit meter refilled as well. Lovely. So, crack out my good shotgun and keep on keeping on. We've got someone to hunt down here. And by the looks of it, we should be getting close to him right now, just to take out you guys, and no trouble whatsoever, just, oh yeah. At this point, my shotguns are just tearing you apart, and... okay. Is this the train in question? Do I need to, like, get on this train right now, just to take you out, my friend? You're looking very relaxed, it must be said. Down you go. Beautiful. Keep on keeping on. One more here as well. There's the beautiful Grim Reaper sprint, so... okay, we are now successfully on the train. And okay, I think we're supposed to assume the train set off and now the train is moving. Though having the door actually closed and the train set off while I was on it might have been a bit beyond Fallout 4's engine. So, okay. Keep on keeping on. Just need to, yes, crack open the doors. Might be a few people to take out on the way, but... okay, we're now very literally just shooting our way up a train in order to get to Mr. Black up front. So, sorry, use the door controls. Marvellous. And, oh, guys, I think you've made a mistake. Like, you should just lie down and surrender at this point. This is not going to end well for you. Not in the slightest. I'll give you, though, this is a nice train. Very clean, very well lit. Presumably, yeah, this is like, you know, Black's personal headquarters that just moves around with him and whatnot. So, just take all of you guys out. Hang on, you first. So, okay, I'm enjoying that my shotgun is just blasting through his bodyguards. That is lovely. So, I think they've started running at this point. As well you should do, guys. As well you bloody should do. So, alright, keep on keeping on. And we've almost flipping made it. Crack open the final door and... okay, that's a Syndicate dog, though... oh. Is that Mr. Black sitting there nice and chill at the top of the table by any chance? If it is, I've just covered him in brains and blood, though... right. I was thinking this mission was a bit suspicious. Turns out Blind Nelson wasn't misled or something. You're a flipping traitor, aren't you?
Young bloke, you made it at last. I don't like using deception, much as I should be used to it by now. but Black is comfortably sitting in his office in Canary Wharf. This train goes right there, in fact. I don't control it, mind. All done remotely. I got a little signaler here to tell the Syndicate chaps to trigger it once we've had a little chat.
So, okay. You definitely want to lure me here. Question is, why?
I'm afraid the lies go back many years. It's Gabriel's fault, really. He made me promise. Take a proper oath that if anything were to happen to him, that I'd keep his lad Sebastian safe. So when Black killed Gabriel and told me to become an informer, or he'd slaughter Sebastian too, what were I to do? Bastard even paid me, just to add to the shame. I'm almost glad he took my eyes out, so I don't have to face myself in the mirror. I've been acting turncoat for 10 years now, feeding the Syndicate intel, pushing back against Sebastian's more aggressive plans. Sebastian don't have a clue.
So the reason the Vagabonds haven't been doing very well up to this point is, yeah, you've basically been a traitor this entire time.
Thing is, I've kept the Vagabonds under the radar, reigning in aggression, not overstepping on the Syndicate's toes. It's only by staying small that we've stayed alive. Until you came along. I knew you were special when the boys brought you in, but I didn't think you'd upset things this much. You've brought success after success for the gang. I know you haven't made everyone happy. You've certainly made Sebastian bolder, more fired up. Now he thinks he can take on Black with no challenge. He ain't got a clue just how big Black really is. How impossible any war against him would be. And so, we come to this. Sebastian has become his own enemy. The biggest threat to his own survival. What am I to do? Stick behind him and let him get himself killed? Taking all the Vagabonds with him? Or something else?
Okay. If you're suggesting a new gang leader, I am very much ready to try and make that happen. I'm very confident, in fact, Johnny Shrapnel and Tony Bullettooth would stand behind me. Maybe not Winston, though. I did annoy him recently. But, like, you know, several lieutenants would be behind me.
Look, Black's an evil bastard. There is no denying it. But he understands how the world works. He sent me to give you an offer now. Betray the Vagabonds and join with him. Otherwise, the Vagabonds will get wiped out by him anyway. But it'll be slow and painful and leave half of East London in ruins. That's the situation. Accept Black's offer and you can go and see him right now.
Okay. I was kind of hoping that maybe, you know, the Isle of Dogs would have some sort of proposition more interesting and exciting than just, hey, murder the Vagabonds. And again, I was just saying the Vagabonds might not be the good guys here. There has to be another way, okay? Just let me take over the gang, and we'll, like, you know, redirect them towards something that's not violent revenge. Like flower arranging, say.
Perhaps you see more than me, young plum. But I don't know any other way out of this. We've come to the end of the track.
So, okay, there's plenty of, yes, people in the gang who are sick of the fighting. What if we pursue a ceasefire?
Peace between the Vagabonds and the Syndicate.
And alright, we keep our territories, we stop sacrificing every young person on the ultra-violent, very poetic. So okay, maybe, just maybe, we could just, you know, live and let live.
Now that's a thought. You know, it almost gives me hope. And you? Yeah, maybe you could make this happen. Alright, young one, you've inspired me. I don't know how Black will react, but we can take it to him. But I warn you, this may end badly.
Okay, maybe a bit difficult to get Black to agree to this, but this is what I've been working towards this entire time. Take over the gang and put them on a better path. So okay, with that done, we have now made it to wherever it is we're going precisely. So presumably, yeah, we're somewhere around Canary Wharf right now. And for the moment at least, the Syndicate aren't firing at me anymore. So, right. Mosey upstairs, let's see what we can do. Oh, and speak of the devil, right, that literally was Canary Wharf. The station we saw long ago, so, okay. Up we go. Time to chat to Mr. Black. Oh, and here we go. A very fancy meeting room indeed, presumably located right to the top of this here skyscraper. So, hello there, Mr. Black. I will not deny, this is a lovely office.
So you're the one they call the Wayfarer.
And alright, that is indeed me. Lovely to meet you, sir.
You don't look like much. But I suppose at the end of the day, neither do I. And Nelson's here. Good. You know where you are, Wayfarer?
Do enjoy that he's just walking around in a circle for some reason. That's delightful. So, yes, indeed. 1 Cantor Square. I saw the plaque as I was coming in.
That's right. I sit right at the top of here. You know what this place used to be before the world burned down?
And okay, hilariously, with my low intelligence, I just have to say, somewhere for Canadians to hang out. But no, we can do better than that, damn it. Just pop on Merlin's beret, do some lovely sexy clarity, which I'm now addicted to, but that's fine. Yes, indeed, good sir, it was a finance hub.
Right again. But it was more than just that. It was like a temple to money itself. Billions flowing in and out every day. Businesses, houses, livelihoods, lives, all bought and sold. There was no room for emotion here. Living and dying was an abstract thing. All anyone cared for was value and how to generate more of it. People lost their souls here, sucked up into the stream of the worship of money. That's the key, you see. That's what I've come to understand over the years. Tickets, pounds, shares, equity, cash, whatever you call it, it all has the same power. The power to own people's very souls. That's how I got Nelson so thoroughly. I could have just controlled him with threats, intimidation, blackmail, all effective enough mechanisms. But I wanted more. So I paid him. Not even very much. But he was a traitor, and I paid him for it. And that very knowledge ate away at his soul, the guilt consuming him so utterly that he became my pliant puppet.
Okay, this is a very good evil villain monologue here, Mr. Black, but, you going somewhere with this?
But it doesn't work on everyone. Some people have desires that go far beyond money. Young Gaunt, for instance, I would never have a hope of buying out. And I get the impression you're not so easily swayed either. What's your fare, Wayfarer?
And okay, tickets, a killing, no price. Yes, whatever makes me happy, that sounds delightful. So, any better options down there? Right, and don't want revenge, that's what I'm trying to avoid actually. You're right, Mr. Black, no price for me.
Interesting. Well, I have a proposition for you. You've been a nuisance to me, no two ways about it. You've been very bad for business. But you've made a lot of openings too, and I need to fill them. Simple fact is, I need people like you. You join up with me and perhaps we can both profit greatly. Not just in cash, of course, but power, prestige, control, and perhaps even more besides.
This is not a very tempting offer. Like, sure, he might have a fair bit of influence, power, etc, this bit of London, but I'm lined up to maybe take over all of London when I seize control of Angel. By those standards, Thomas Black's got nothing to offer me. So here we go, Mr. Black. I've got a counter-proposition.
Intriguing. Tell me more.
And okay, how about we all make peace? Like, say, you can have north of the river, the Vagabonds have the south. That seems fair. Then we can focus on the bigger threats.
The real enemy.
And alright, the gentry, or alternatively, we can hint at Angel. let's say the gentry, because they're a more real identifiable threats.
This is all too true. London is a boiling pot right now. And the gentry will just sit on the lid until the pressure bursts. But what are you proposing we do?
And alright, we just chill out, leave each other alone, and have some nice respected areas of control.
This is most interesting. You speak to my heart, Wayfarer, in a way no other has before. But there's one intractable obstacle to this.
And I'm guessing you mean Gaunt, because he would never agree to it.
Nelson, you tell him.
It's Gaunt. He'll never agree to a ceasefire.
Precisely. So what are you gonna do? Kill Sebastian Gaunt?
I don't want to see the boy dead.
The boy's gonna get himself killed, one way or the other. The only question here is how. I'll tell you my mind on this. If this ceasefire is to work, then the Vagabonds need a change of culture and a change of leadership. And Wayfarer, you're the only one I can trust. You got the balls to come give me this offer to my face. Quite frankly, you impress me. If I can't own you, I can at least partner on the basis of mutual profit. And maybe more can come down the line. But Gaunt has to go. And you have to be the one to depose him, whilst keeping the rest of the Vagabonds on your side. You feel up to that?
Abso-flipping-lutely. With the possible exception of Winston. As I say, I did annoy him recently, but the others 100%.
Good. Then go make it happen. Nelson, you stick around so our associate here can get in touch via your radio. I'm investing a lot of faith in you here. Don't let me down.
So alright, we've completed Black, and as a result it feels like, yes, when it comes to the Vagabonds at least, we're coming up on the end here. Still, I would say, with the path to me taking over the Vagabonds are finally open to us, how about we call it a pod there? But next time, right, we're going straight back to the Vagabonds pub, and the game is saying, talk to Gaunt. Not convinced talking is what he's going to want to do. And yes, it's quite possible that now we're going to see the consequences of all these choices I've made with these guys over the previous weeks, backing his lieutenants over him. I'm pretty confident if it comes down to it, a fair few of the gang will back me against Gaunt. So, right. Feels like this is all coming down to one final dramatic showdown, so hopefully you're looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Fallout London. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Ah, we have got a gate key here, and then we have got... I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake! This is going to take all of my skill and cunning as a hunter to sort out... Die, you mooing bastards! Die! Die! Go away. Go away, nobody likes you. That was a good idea till it wasn't.